Hello, welcome back to Nigel's RC channel. So this is my latest truck that I'm going to be building. It's the Boomracing BRX01 AWB with the Zilt pickup hard body. It's adjustable wheel base, that's what the AWB stands for, and obviously 4-wheel drive. So this is the truck, so that's the truck there. So it should be a nice build. Been waiting a long time. This is taking a long time to come out, since you could still see first see the pictures of it. So it'll be a nice little build. And there's my reg plate to go on it when once I get it built and registered up. So we'll get this opened up and see what it's like. So actually stuck to the packaging in the box was this little packet here. So I would imagine this is either some little extras or an alteration or something that's being put in afterwards. I do know there are some other instructions that's been adapted and what have you and altered for this truck. So obviously if you do this build, just keep an eye on the website and look for the alterations and the recommendations as you're building it. So I'll get the seal cut here. So there we are as we open up. So we've got 2 booklets of instructions there. Sealants and grease. A little lucky dog. Box of screws and things. So then obviously bits of body. This packaging is slightly different from the other trucks that I've had. It's a different type of package, do a different way it's all being packaged in here. MX Max Grappler tyres, feel nice and soft. They're pre-mounted. Well, they're not pre-mounted. They're just put in there over top. So then we're to mount up. Another bag of screws, couple of seats, lots of other bits in that bag there for the body, couple more tyres, all the other body parts there. This is a little free screwdriver set that you get, so that's nice. So in the bottom of here then, all the hardware there for the truck itself and the chassis. Few bits all mixed up in here, just hope there's nothing missing. So that's the axles and the rest of the chassis in the bottom of there. So first job really is to have a good read through the instructions and just find out what these alterations or amendments are. Right, I'm already set out now to start off with this build. As you can see, the instruction books, the very detailed instruction books for these builds. It shows you all the pieces in here, all the tools that you require. Really good detail. So I've got all the parts together for the first part of the chassis that we're going to be building. So these are the chassis rails, and the first thing that I notice is they are quite thick and strong as well. So them are quite substantial rails of them. So we've got all these laid out here, and we'll just make a start. So in some areas of this video I've speeded it up, just really a bit of a speed build, so if there are parts of it that you want to look at, you can always go and slow down to watch it, or freeze and just have a look at what I'm doing. But it saves you having to watch through everything at normal time, because I've recorded more or less every bit of this build. So I hope you enjoy this one. This is going to be put into probably 3 parts as well, so this will be part 1 of the chassis, not to make it too long of a video. So there are parts in between. I'm going to put some music on the parts that are fast forward. There are parts in between where I do a bit of talking and I put it back down to normal speed, so you just find your way through the video. Right, so when you're joining this together now, just got to be careful. It's a little bit fiddly. You've got these little pieces of plastic in here that you've got to sort of serrate that you can notch across. Once you get your screws in, this little marker here has got to be 2mm in, and that's for a standard chassis setup. So it's a little bit awkward just to get together. And obviously I am putting Loctite on all the screws that go into the chassis, but just be careful not to put too much on, because it is a little bit awkward when you want to get these screws apart again. So that's that side done. So that's the first section done then, of the chassis. Just this little bit here, it's a little bit fiddly. So get things ready for the next section then. Right, we've got all parts ready here now for the next one, which is still on the chassis. Right, so that's a bit more of the chassis complete now. So I think next section is to build the gearboxes, and we'll be getting the gearboxes mounted. So I've got everything lined up now for gearbox, so I can start getting this together. Right, next job here then, now we've got gearbox done, is this transfer case. So again, it's just a matter of following the instructions. Just make sure you get the little spacers and do very fine little spacers here in the right order. Very small and easy to get mixed up. And then you want graphite grease on the gears. Right, so we'll get this done. Right, so that's the transfer case and gearbox together, all mounted up. So the next section, the next part is to mount them to the chassis. So I'm just getting all my parts together for this next stage, which is the leaf spring system and all the shackles. So when I'm reading here in the booklet, it tells you front leaf spring shackle, one left, one right, and these bottom leaf spring retainers, it says two outside and two outside front, and then two inside ones. What I found in the parts that actually came, I just found one of each of these, and I found two of these and two of these. So I've looked in the parts that were supposed to be in the parts list at the top, and that is as per this drawing here. But when you come and look at the installation picture, which is this one here, we just need two of these, and we do actually need four of these. So the parts that have come are right by the looks of it, and it's just a bit of a mix up in quantities. So just to stop you getting confused, the parts should be okay. Right, for those of you that hasn't done a Boomracing kit before, this is one of those little tools that you get. So this is for putting your little ball joints in the rod ends. So basically it's just like a bit of a nut with a screw thread through it. So you can use this for putting your ball joints in, and for actually taking them out as well. So for putting them in, then we just get the ball on the end of here, making sure you get it right way around. You obviously want the flanged area next to the bolt head, and then you get your little connector like this, depending on which way around you want it to go in. So I will be wanting this to go in that way around, so you just wind that in, a bit like that. Just wind that in gently and it'll just pop on. That's it, that's all there is to it, to put your ends on. Right, so basically we just got to pay attention to the diagram and make sure we get all these little shackles the right way around. Some of the shackles have a bigger hole at one side and a smaller hole at the other side, so you just got to try and get these the right way around, otherwise it's going to cause you problems later on. Right, so that's part one of this build finished. I'm sorry it's taking so long, and it's a slow process, but it's a good kit. I don't want to rush it and get the wrong screws or cross screws or anything like that, so it's worth taking your time on this kit. So I hope you like watching this, and if you do, please subscribe and tune in for part 2, which will be available shortly. Thank you for watching.